everyone. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a 4D opening Valentine's card. So it's just a really cute, simple card. You can open it up and you can write a little personalized message in there, or you can keep it cute and simple, or you can even make an anti-Valentine's Day card too if you want. There's a lot of possibilities to really personalize this. If you want to see a super in-detail demonstration of how I did the hinge for this card and even making the card too, I do have a live class where I demonstrated this video, and if you participate in the live class back when, you just get to see it all over again. So I hope you guys like this as much as I do, and don't forget to click subscribe to all my future videos as well. Bye!
So we are going to start out with a glittery, sort of a white silver background color. This is so pretty. I absolutely love this color. Like I said, it's kind of a white silver. It's not quite as silvery as most silvers are, but there's definitely that like silver hue to it. So a nice thin overlay of that glitter, and then encapsulate it with a layer of clear acrylic. It's just a nice little background color that'll really make the pinks in the card stand out. Make sure that all the glitter gets covered up nicely so that you don't accidentally file it. Anytime you file glitter, you run the risk of giving it sort of a scratchy appearance and taking some of the color off of it. So now we are going to file it into shape with our e-file. I am using it's a medium grit Coupa carbide barrel bit. One of my favorites. It sculpts. It carves so smoothly and it files so beautifully. And then we're going to take and we're going to sculpt our card. So I have a little template made on a piece of scratch paper, and then I'm going to just sort of sculpt two rectangles with whatever kind of Valentine's Day color you want to use. I'm using a medium pink. And I'm going to be doing the first rectangle, then I'm going to move it over a little bit, and I'm going to sculpt a second rectangle. Like I said, this whole process was recorded live, so that's why it's a little different of a view than you normally see in my videos. I usually zoom in just a little closer. It was back up just a little bit for that live class. So we're just going to sculpt those two rectangles. There's the first one and the second one. Once they've had a chance to cure, you can gently file them into shape with a hand file. I did just show you how thin they are, so just as a reminder to be very, very careful with them because they are so thin. Once they're filed nice and straight, you can attach one of them to the nail with some clear acrylic. After that's been attached, you can kind of look underneath it and make sure that you can secure it a little bit better with some more of that clear acrylic underneath, just to make sure that it isn't going anywhere, and then file a little groove out of one side. So that's where your hinge is going to be. Then you're going to take a bead and a little piece of wire, string the wire through the bead. Then you're going to bend that wire. So you're going to bend it up. And I'm actually going to show you bending it more than what you need to. Just bend it up like that and then leave it. In the live class, you'll kind of see me monkeying around with it a little bit. I bent it some more here. You don't have to do that. Just bend it straight up into that kind of a U shape, and then you're good. After you have your wire bent, though, give it a little spin to make sure that it is going to go how you want it to. Then you can hold that up to the nail, and you're going to secure the bead to the card. So you've got like the back of the card here. You're going to carefully hold your bead in place, and you're going to take more of your pink acrylic and you're going to secure that bead to the card. Don't get any acrylic on your wire. Make sure that you just get the acrylic on the bead. So you don't want to accidentally, get your wire stuck. You need to make sure that after the end of this step, the wire moves freely. So once you're done securing that, you may want to just go and add a little bit of acrylic on the underside of this too. That can be clear or pink, up to you. Personally, I would probably steer you towards clear just because it is a little bit stronger than the pink would be, so that it hopefully will be a very strong little hinge. Put a little bit of a poster putty down on the nail so that it can hold the other part of the card open, and then flip those wires over and secure the tails of them to the card on the other side. Use more of your pink acrylic. And if you want to, just to sort of smooth out the inside of the card, you can add another little layer of pink acrylic to the entire inside of the card, just to make sure, like I said, it'll smooth it out and it'll make it look a little bit less funky with those wires that are inside it. So now taking either a gel paint or an acrylic paint. I probably wouldn't use acrylic or a gel polish for this, but either a gel paint or an acrylic paint, probably I would steer you towards using acrylic paint. The only reason that gel paint does work for this is because the inside of the card and the front side of the card, the two places where you're going to be painting in it, are the sides that were down to the nail form backing that are really smooth. The gel paint does work, but you can write something inside of it. And I'm going to be honest, you guys, my painting skills, my hand lettering skills that night were really bad. My hand was feeling just super stiff that day. And so painting was not, I guess, my best strong suit. It's kind of funny just how different a certain night can be from any other night. And when you're doing it live, you don't have a choice to put it off. But I wrote "Be Mine" on the inside of the card, and then on the outside of the card, I'm going to make a little heart and then add little stitch marks all the way around the outside of the heart to make it look like it's been sewn on with white. And then I'm going to take some black, just flash flash cure that quick. And then with some black gel paint, I'm going to be adding the arrow going through it, just like so. A little bit of lines there, add a little arrow on one side, add the little quills on the other side, and then after that's been fully cured, we can add some nice, crystals or rhinestones or whatever it is that you have on hand around the little perimeter of the card. You can kind of mix it up and fill it in with whatever you want. After you place some jewelry gel down wherever you're going to place a rhinestone, cover that with gel sealer, and then start pressing in those rhinestones and crystals. So I'm using a mix of rhinestones and crystals, and if you want to know the difference, it's the material that they're made out of. Crystals are crystal and rhinestones are usually plastic. And so it kind of depends on the quality. Sometimes they don't even look hardly anything different. Sometimes there's a big difference. I personally can tell the difference really quickly between what's a crystal and what's a rhinestone, but if an untrained eye would never be able to tell the difference if you have a high quality rhinestone. But just place those in, cure it, and then we're going to be applying a layer of gel sealer, or of matte gel top coat, over the top of the card on both sides. Because I did use gel paint, I have to use a gel top coat. After that's all been cured, then you're all done. I hope you guys like this card as much as I do. I will have another Valentine's Day tutorial for you tomorrow that is brand new to everybody, so come back for that, and I will see you next time. Bye!